Coach, your thoughts on the ball game tonight? Maybe essentially what more would you have needed to get over the hump and get a win?
You know, we didn't quite have our legs, and I think you could see Jaleel was struggling a little bit, getting up and down the court. You know, played so hard last night, and then we had a few turnovers to start the third quarter, and I thought that's where they got separation. Wasn't so much that with the deflections that ended up being turnovers, and so that's where they got separation. And then we were playing uphill from there, and you know, after playing last night and the minutes that guys played, we just didn't quite have the ability to make the shots that we needed. You know, the one thing that I was most proud of, though, is like even when we got down again in double digits, we got the game back to a one-point game and just couldn't get over the hump. You know, you can see what kind of player Jokic is that, you know, when they needed baskets, they went to him in a isolated situation. They got so many shooters around him that it's hard to then go get the ball out of his hands because he's such a great passer also. So, you know, but I was proud of the way our guys played. I thought they competed like crazy. That's all we can do right now. Obviously, we're a little short-handed, but I'm happy with the way we played. Obviously, we wish we could have made a few more shots because I think we would have had an opportunity to win, but, you know, it just didn't work out tonight.
Did you know that Kenrich Williams was a sharpshooter from three, Coach?
I did tonight. You know, I did tonight. I thought he did a great job. And, you know, the one thing that you find out of this is that, you know, guys have an opportunity and some guys really take advantage of the opportunity. So, you know, last night he had 16 rebounds for us. Tonight he makes 5 3-point shots for us. So, you know, you give those guys an opportunity and you're happy when they take advantage of it.
I guess, what have you kind of seen from Drew these past few games as far as just taking on that leadership role, kind of helping out some of the young guys? And do you think he's done more vocally or anything like that?
Well, I just think with Drew, you know that you're going to get everything that he's got. You know, he doesn't necessarily have to be a vocal leader. That's not who he is. But, you know, guys follow suit with him. They know that when he's out there, he's going to guard his guy. He's going to help everybody as much as he can. And so that's the way that's the way he's leading this team. Now, if you want to say leading through example, you know, that's probably the best way you can put it. But he has just been, you know, he's here. He's dedicated, and he wants to do everything he can to help this team win.
Do you think that kind of inspires the other guys when they kind of see him?
Oh, I don't think there's any doubt about it. They know what kind of guy Drew is. They know the work ethic that he has. They know the dedication that he has. So it's easy for them to follow him, I think. All right.
You said pregame that, I hate to ask about Anthony again, but you said pregame that he's part of the team. He was pretty noticeably absent from the pregame video, and he was not on the bench in the fourth quarter. Do you feel like this is a little bit of a
somebody says I've never even seen that video. I really haven't, and I'm not avoiding anything, but I mean, I couldn't tell you who was on there and who's not. So
he wasn't on the bench in the fourth quarter either.
Well, he's right here in the locker room. So, you know, when I walked in, he was in the locker room. So that's the other thing. I don't look down the bench and see who's on the bench and who's not. So I think we're making more of a big deal out of it than it is. I don't think there's anything. As I said, still talked to all the guys. He was still in there when Miss B came in. So, you know, that's what I know. You know, so whatever you guys want to write or make out of that, you got to do it. You got to do it. You got to do what you got to do. But I think you're reaching a little bit.
Coach, how did Miss Gale's pregame visit to the locker room affect you and the team?
It's great, you know. And I guess there's something else I need to cover too, since I'm, you know, covering all of this stuff. You know, I read something or somebody told me something about how, you know, the Pelicans are second class or whatever. That's the furthest thing from the truth. If you don't believe me, I'll take all of you guys to our practice facility and you go visit any other one in the NBA and you tell me that it's not as good as any place in the NBA. So to say that, you know, I think is really disrespectful for Mr. and Mrs. Benson since they bought this team. They've been nothing but supportive. She's been nothing but supportive. She flew from here to Portland to watch us play, and then flew all the way to watch her horse in the Kentucky, and then flew back again. So, you know, to me, anybody that questioned her dedication to the Pelicans as opposed to the Saints, and we all love the Saints. You know, shit. I support Sean. He supports me. He got on a plane and flew out to San Francisco to watch us play at Golden State. So all this stuff, you know, I don't know. To me, to be honest with you, it really pisses me off, if you want to know the truth, if you want me to speak in layman's terms, because you should ask us if we feel like second-class citizens. And I can tell you right now, that is the farthest from the truth there is. There is nothing that we ask for or we want or anything that they won't give us and Mrs. B won't give us to try to help us win games. So whoever wrote that, you know, you're actually full of shit, if you want to know the truth. I'll put it in layman's terms. Thanks.
Thanks, Coach.